Mortal Kombat 1 on the Nintendo Switch was notoriously bad, so I wanted to see how it ran on the Nintendo Switch 2. Now, it did not get a specific Nintendo Switch 2 upgrade, but games tend to perform better on the Nintendo Switch 2 just because it's more powerful and has more capabilities. Since it didn't get a specific Nintendo Switch 2 upgrade, the graphical fidelity is the same that it was on the Nintendo Switch, and it looks pretty rough, and that's disappointing. However, the most noticeable thing from playing on the Nintendo Switch 2 to the Nintendo Switch 1 is the load times. The load times on the Nintendo Switch 1 version were atrocious. They would take up to like a minute or even over a minute, and now it only takes a few seconds, which is huge. I haven't even edited this. I haven't cut out any of the load times. That's just how quick it is. The frame rate is much more stable in the Nintendo Switch 2 version. Now, the Switch 1 version was aiming for 60 frames per second, but when I played it, it did not feel like 60 frames per second. It does feel like the Nintendo Switch 2 version definitely hits closer to 60 frames per second more often, and that's great for a fighting game. Now, overall, it is an improvement, but I do wish that we got a Nintendo Switch 2 specific upgrade, because when this game first came out, it was $70 on the Nintendo Switch 1, and I bought it at $70, so I really wish we would get a Switch 2 upgrade for free, make it look graphically pretty, upgrade some other things, but overall, it is very playable on the Switch 2.